some work with Deuce. Wanting to go back to the house. We're just sitting here on the street. I've done this with him before. It's been a minute, and I know his mom has been working on it with him, but really what I'm doing is allowing him to go through his process within reason. So he gets into flight behavior. He's got basically 9 feet for that, and that's what I'm limiting him at. But I'm not asking him to do anything really. I'm not giving him obedience commands, which he's good with. I'm not trying to override his process to go through this anxiety of being out here on the street, traffic, and the house is right there and I gotta go, all of these things. So letting him go through his process. He has had obedience pretty well hammered into him to quote unquote give him something else to do, but that has bypassed, in a sense, negated him going through his own process. So yeah, sometimes it is good to give the dog something else to do. Sometimes it's good to go through the process all the way through, and then when we come out on the other side, now we can give the dog something else to do. But really this dog, Deuce, hasn't even, in my opinion and how I know him, hasn't even scratched the surface chronically of going through his own process of flight behavior, anxiety, and then just coming out the other side and giving it up and relaxing on his own, coming back to human on his own and relaxing, which this is better right now. So now he's going back to flight behavior. Still in flight. And now he's coming back. But it's anxiety. Why aren't you telling me what to do? Why aren't we doing this? You figure it out yourself, bud. I'm right here. You go through your process. Dog cannot stay in an anxious state of mind or a flight behavior, defensive drive forever. So it's just a matter of taking time to let him go all the way through it. All the cortisol that's building up right now, as Brian Agnew would say, most likely, that's building up the stress hormone, it will eventually recede. There we go. That's a better look. So what am I waiting for? I am waiting for him to relax on his own, to come over here next to me and just lay down. Just lay down. That's all I'm waiting for. I've done this before with him. We sat out here about 45 minutes. I recorded it. I did never post it. Not sure I'll post this. But so anybody, if you're listening out there, anyone listening and it's like, oh, well, he's doing it wrong and that's not what he should do. He should definitely be giving him more guidance than that, or whatever the hell people say. That's great. Thanks for your critique. Thanks for watching my video. You do things your way, I do things mine. I'm very good at what I do, and the dog proves it, because this dog has grown in confidence really, really well over the past few months that he has been coming to my structured social day, and I've been working with him with his social skills, with his confidence. They kind of go hand in hand. And I've also given his mom some things to do in the house and when they are out in the world. So critique it all you want. It's totally fine. But the proof is right here. And this is miles better than he was a couple months ago when I did this with him. So, I mean, way better. So, you know, I am allowing him and respecting his process. I'm not trying to override his process and tell him to sit, tell him to down, and all these things. You go through your process, bud. He knows how to lay down. He knows how to sit. It's been hammered into him. He's very obedient. But what hasn't been allowed is the time and the patience and the respect for him as a sentient being. Some of you might need to look that word up, sentient being. That he has his own process and his own emotions that he needs to go through. He'll let us know when he's let it go. I like that. He'll let us know when he's let it go. And what I'm talking about as far as letting it go, what it is, let go of the anxiety, the stress right now. When he's let all that go, he'll let us know. Promise you that. Until then, go through your process. You got about a 9-foot leash. Think about if you're in a relationship with someone and you're really nervous about something and they just tell you, oh, just get over it. I mean, it's not very respectful. Like, we got our own process. Or maybe you're going through grief. You lost somebody and they're like, well, this is what you need to do to grieve. Well, thanks. But everybody has their own process. Yeah, there's things to do to help through it, but ultimately everybody has their own process, and we must go through it. Some people's process takes days. Some people's process takes decades to go through grief or loss or traumatic events or whatever it is. Some people, anxiety that might be over in a couple hours, might be over in days or weeks. But for someone that you're in a relationship with and supposed to trust and supposed to respect, and and you want to trust them, and they respect you, for them to come in and say, do this and just get over it. Well, yeah, that might work sometimes. Just put on your big boy pants and get on. That can work. Absolutely. But sometimes it doesn't. And that's kind of where I'm at with Deuce. You know, giving him something else to do, obedience-wise, and having him sit down, whatever the case is. That's like saying, put on your big boy pants and get through it. In a sense, for this dog. That's what I've seen. Versus, I'm letting him go through his process now. Go all the way through it. I don't know what his process is. I don't know that anybody knows what his process is. But I am 100% certain when he has let it go, let this anxiety go, and gained enough confidence and that he's able to relax out here, he will let me know. So I'm gonna end this video about 10 minutes right now. and just hang out here with Deuce. This is the kind of shit I love doing. Taking your time. My mentor Lynn Boakey said, it doesn't matter how much time it takes. What matters is that you take the time, as much time as it takes, every time. And you might be upset. I might have got a few lines or things backwards, but that's so I'll say paraphrase, but that's essentially what he says. Take your time, slow things down with your dog, respect their process. That's it. Me and Deuce are out. Peace. So we have been out here. We actually ran inside. The dog got picked up, but we had been out here now a total of about an hour, and he just now sat down on his own. Super proud of this guy. This makes my day right here. First time he's done this on his own, out on the busy street, traffic. He's on the backside of his process. He's growing right before our eyes. It's beautiful. And his mom is here to pick him up. Perfect timing. I love this shit.